it's who we are. I think this book aligns perfectly with who we are and what we want to do, and I think it reinforces what you want to do, but it just kind of talks about all the different levels of everywhere. You have to focus on everybody, every level. They're human, where they are. I think it just puts us in the right space of where we need to be to try to get excellence. We can get excellence if we get the right people, everybody's on the same page, we believe, we're excited, we got each other's back, we work as a team, we can get there. So I think it's exciting to, be in this, this space for us right now. But I think the opportunity to really try to achieve excellence is here. And I think with our focus on, our management visibility, being on the floor and thinking of all these things we could just be better at, I think it really, steers us in the right direction of, where we need to go.
So, excellence is what we're looking for, but also we gotta think about that we're humans. Sometimes we do things differently, and we are not the mindset of where we are putting everything together for everybody and missing at the last one. Well, that's the thing that we need to prevent. And how we're gonna prevent that by paying attention, right? Supporting our staff, being there, walking our critical path, making sure everybody is on the right places, doing the right things. And if they are not, coaching them.
We focus passionately, intelligently, and wholeheartedly on connecting and giving both the team and the people we serve a sense of belonging, then we have a great shot at being great and standing out amongst everyone else.
Family.
I wish I focus on all the guests, but I focus most on unhappy people. Because I want to be sure the league happy and they want to come back. Because people happy, they want to come back.
Yeah. Most important, we have an opportunity, a responsibility to make magic in a world that desperately needs more of it. Especially right now with all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. I feel like giving guests an escape from that is more important than ever.
Also, being intentional with the accountability piece and making sure everyone is on the same page and having good communication so that everyone knows what the expectations are.
Success in hospitality and leadership in general is not about reacting to the moment or managing the moment. It's also about proactively creating guest moments, creating those great moments.
Enthusiastic. Everyone is going to buy in and have a great shift, but we show up sad in a bad mood. Everyone's going to be like, okay, he doesn't care, I don't care today, and they're going to transmit that to the guests too, and they would have a bad experience. So try to take out of the negative, make it positive, and then transmit that to employees.
It was, I couldn't change everything at once. I could just pick one thing that I could focus on, and then when that thing was good, I was like, that's a win. And then I started looking at the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing.
But as a manager, we should be out there. If we are freaking out, they will freak out. They feed off us, So we have to stay calm.
It's like you want to bring that energy, you want to bring that enthusiasm, the passion.
More magical. If we're all on a common goal that we want the most perfect guest experience, the kitchen's not going to let it slack, and the front of the house isn't going to let them slack. We're all going to work together to create something magical.
The first thing you have to do is to not only set expectations, but you have to decide what the expectations are, and you have to communicate it to all the management team and make sure that everybody knows and is on the same page.
Criticize the behavior, right? Not the person. Praise in public, criticize in private. Praise with emotion, criticize without the emotion.
It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have. We really have to focus if that person is willing to learn that, willing to learn Applebee's expectation, Applebee's standard.
Being right is irrelevant. Sometimes our ego is telling us, like, for example, this guest, his perception of medium rare is more like medium, right? But this guest is sitting, and the idea is always being right. And that's supposed to be our philosophy, right? We're not gonna win the battle by, coaching or teaching that guest that is not medium rare what he's asking. But what we should do is like, okay, let me take it back to the kitchen, let me make it right for you. And that should be our philosophy.
So the evolving of the hospitality experience and how Applebee's and all restaurants really embrace that and grow with it, it's the only way to survive. Because if you just get stuck in tradition and stuck in one way, you're never going to make it 10 years from now, or you're never going to make it at the end of that meal with that guest, because every single experience is unique and different.
And I know that when I'm not in the building, it's like when I do ask, they're like, oh my God, Vernita, where's your energy? So trying to pass that on to somebody, it's like you have to be that every day. And if I'm not, people notice. So I am that every day.
How do we work for a purpose at Applebee's? So what we do is we work to create a culture that is a positive and uplifting culture in our stores. By creating a culture in our restaurant, we have the purpose to keep it uplifting and positive. We want our staff to know they're in a safe place they could work. They can have fun, they could be themselves, and work with other people around them that basically have the same ideal of success.
Told me the only constant is change. So if we're not passionate about the changes, we're not enthusiastic about, we have a new promo, it's all you can eat time again, guys. Aren't we excited? Let's talk about this. Your crew is not gonna buy in if you're like, oh God, we have another contest. Now we gotta measure this again. If you're not bought in, they're not gonna be bought in.
That's what the team is, just making sure that we have a clear path of what we're gonna be doing for the day.
The collaboration is to use in your whole team to make you better. So, what it means to me is get buy-in from your whole team.
And I can tell you that if you're not having that compelling urge to get better, someone at Buffalo Wild Wings or Texas Roadhouse or Red Robin does, and they're going to excel. So moving on, tap into their passions. Find what your people want to do. Don't make them do something they don't want to do.
Training your managers to take off the monkey off your back and delegating and using those to your advantage is a huge part of it for me.
Sometimes at night when I'm at home, I sit down on the couch, my kids are finally went to bed, and thinking about what I did right today and what I can improve for tomorrow, and keep enjoying the journey every day.
Love is spelled by T-I-M-E.
How I hired. I shake your hand and within 2 seconds I know if I'm going to hire you or not, just the energy you give off, typically. And so I think we make a mistake if we say you have to work through the system and that's the system and that's how we do it. If you find great people, find the right seat on the bus for them.
So if you find those people with the great personality and the great attitude, don't be scared to invest in them. Even if it takes you 3 or 4 months, whatever it takes, pick the people that you want to work for.